conscious of the curse. Be conscious of the blessing. Why are they always conscious of the curse and forget to be conscious of the blessing? Why should it always be the curse in your father's house? What about the blessing in your father's house? Does that mean your father's house lack blessing? Okay, if your father's house lack blessing, what about the blessing that is supposed to come on you because you are giving your life to Jesus? Christ has redeemed you from the curse of the law. Can somebody say that? Why? He said that the blessing of Abraham might come on you through Jesus Christ, that you might receive the promise of the Spirit through faith. So one of the things you are supposed to be conscious of as a child of God is the blessing of God, not curse. When you are conscious of curse, when you talk about curse, when you pray about curse, everything is curse, then curse will be evidence in your life. But when you talk blessing, you dream blessings, you see blessing, then the blessing will be evident in your life. Somebody say, I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
In the morning. I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
In the noon. In the night. I'm blessed. In the name of Jesus. Can you celebrate the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords? Say it loud. So imagine someone go to an herbalist with your picture to come and curse him. Just like Balak went to meet Prophet Balaam to come and curse the people of God. And I love verse 20. Verse 20 said, Balaam said, I in the first place have received commandment from God to bless these people. And before I even bless them, he has blessed them already. And I cannot reverse it. Because whom God has blessed, no man can curse. Whom God has blessed, if God profess you blessed, excuse me, why being conscious of curse? Why are you trying to connect something that is going on in your life right now to curse? Don't you understand that some challenges are blessing of God in disguise? You don't understand? Oh, I will explain to you. There are things going on in our life, they are blessing in disguise. Glory to God. Moses was placed on the river after 3 months because Pharaoh was killing little children, right? But if you look, because Pharaoh was killing little children, right? But if you look at that, you would have thought that, in fact, somebody would have thought Moses was cursed. If you look at Moses on the water, you will think he was left there to die. But Moses being in that basket as a baby on the river was a blessing of God in disguise. Blessing. God positioned him on that water so that Pharaoh's daughter can see him and pick him. You would have looked at it and call it a curse, but it's a blessing in disguise. A blessing in disguise. When David was left in the bush to be taking care of all the animals and all the brothers were at home, you would have naturally thought of, oh, David is suffering. No. But right while he was in there, he was in that place, God was training his hand to walk. Because God knew in his future one day we have to face Goliath. And while he was in that place, that was where God trained him on how to kill lion and bear. And he did it in the real life, practical. So when he met Goliath, it was so easy for him to relate. In fact, that was the qualification he had. He said, I was in the wilderness taking care of the sheep of my father. Lion and bear, his friend, came. They took my sheep. I ran after them and I collected my sheep. He said, the same God, the same God that was with me is going to be with me. And I'm going to defeat this uncircumcised Philistine. The only qualification he had was the challenges, or the challenge he went through. The trouble he passed through was his qualification. You would have looked at that trouble at that time and called it curse, but it was a blessing in disguise. I'm happy to announce to you that some of the things you are going through right now, they are blessing in disguise. They are blessing in disguise.